Welcome back! Today I'm showing you how to filet crochet using this bow as an example. I'm using cotton yarn and a 2.5mm crochet hook. This is the pattern I'm using today. I found this on Pinterest and you can find a lot more on there. Just look for filet crochet patterns or any pixel chart, or you can make your own. So the first step is to look at our pattern and see how many of these little squares we need. In my case, 40. That means I have to chain 80, always twice the amount. So let's just start with a simple slip knot, and then we can make our chains. Make sure they're not too tight. These are my 80 chains, and I place my thumb next to the last chain I made and make 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next we're making a double crochet right into this chain, so the last of the 80, not the 4 we just made. For a double crochet we yarn over, insert a hook into our chain, yarn over again, pull through. Now we have 3 loops, yarn over, pull through the first 2, now we have 2, and again through the last 2, and then we chain 1. Now we're making the next double crochet into the second chain, so we skip 1 and go into the second. Yarn over, insert the hook, yarn over again. Now we have 3 loops, pull through the first 2, and now the last 2, and chain 1. Skip 1 chain and into the second. And 1 chain. We simply continue this for the rest of the row. When you're done with the first row, you should double check and count all the squares if you have enough. Let's continue with the second row. First we chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we can turn our work. Then we're making a double crochet right on top of the one below. So we yarn over, go in this chain, yarn over again, pull through 2 and the other 2, and chain 1. The next double crochet we work in this top loop, and then this, and so on, always on top of the one below. And since I leave the first 2 rows of this pattern empty, I just continue like that till the end. That's the last square of the second row, and I crochet into the second chain down here. Usually I have my pattern on my phone, so what I like to do is to cut off the rows I already crocheted, and then I like to make a little dot on the side from where I start the row, so I don't get confused later on. And here you can see we have 5 empty boxes, 1 is filled, and the rest of the row is empty. Now we can chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and turn our work. And next we make a double crochet on top of this one, like we did before. And chain 1, of course. And like you can see on the pattern, we have 5 empty squares. So this is our first, and now we make 4 more. always in the previous double crochet, 3, 4, and now the last one, but this time we don't chain 1, so just the double crochet and stop. Now we have a filled square. For this we make a double crochet right into this empty space right here, so in between. And again, no extra chain, just the double crochet. And we make one more on top of this one. And this time we can chain 1. So anytime it gets filled, we don't do extra chains, just the double crochets. Now I end this row like before with double crochets and chain 1s, because all squares on the pattern are empty. The last square and chain 4. Let's cut off the row we just finished, and I make my little dot, because now we're reading the pattern from right to left, and we have 5 empty squares, 1 is filled, 27 empty, and these 2 are filled, and the rest is empty. Turn your work, and we can make the first double crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, but without the extra chain. Now we make a double crochet into this empty space and the one next to it. No chain, and the double crochet on top of the previous one. Now we can start again making chains and our empty squares. This and this are supposed to be filled, so let's make one more double crochet without a chain and one more. This is already filled, so we work our double crochets in these 3 stitches. Next. And the last one. The next square is empty, so we chain 1, leave it empty, and keep on going. This is how you filet crochet. Simply repeat this for the rest of the pattern. Just count all the empty and filled boxes. Make sure you're reading the pattern from the correct side, and then it's really easy. I hope this video was helpful to you. See you next time.